Hi y'all, this is Dina and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be about our kindergarten curriculum choices for the 2019-2020 school year. So stay tuned. So today I'm not only going to show you our curriculum choices for our kindergartner, but also kind of a transitional kindergarten curriculum that we've been using since The Good and the Beautiful hadn't released their language arts yet. And plus, my kindergartner is kind of a young kindergartner. He's about 4.5. And you know how that goes when they have an older sibling and they just kind of progress a little bit faster because they're like keeping up with the older sibling. So that's what happened with my boy. So he's starting kindergarten a little bit earlier, and we went through a whole letter of the week program with him, and we went through the pre-K from The Good and the Beautiful, and we went through the pre-K primer and the supplement, and we still needed to add on some extra stuff because I just felt like he wasn't quite ready for the kindergarten curriculum. So I kind of not held him back, but just waited a little bit. And you mamas know how that is, having to choose whether or not to just keep him going, to keep your child going, or to just kind of wait a little bit. And what I decided to do for him specifically was to just wait a little bit because he just needed more time for his kind of attention span to get a little bit longer. And just he's a boy, so he's just kind of all over the place, which he still is, but he can handle sitting for about 45 minutes now, which is kind of what we're doing. So in this video, I'm just going to show you the curriculum that we're using. We're not going to go real in depth into any of the specific books, but if you're interested in seeing a video about any particular part of the curriculum that we're using, then let me know in the comments below, and I will try to create a video showing that specific curriculum and going a little bit more in depth with that. So all right, so here we go. All right, y'all, so here we have it. This is my son's kindergarten curriculum. It all fits in here in one of these Latchmate bins. These bins are super popular right now. You can find them at Michael's. I've seen them at Hobby Lobby, at Joann's, at Walmart. And they're not very expensive, especially if you get a coupon at Michael's. And Michael's also has a teacher's discount and a military discount if you're a military family. So I highly recommend them. They are so great and they're easy to store, and everything is in one place, and I absolutely love them. So I put his name on here. I got that from the Target Dollar Spot. I got that last year, so I'm not sure if they have it this year in 2019. They always have cute things there, so go and check it out. So let's go ahead and open her up. And I want to apologize too about the lighting in here. It's monsoon season here in Arizona where we live, and so we don't have very much sun today, so it's nice and cool, which is great for Arizona. So anyway, so let me show you what I've got in here. We've got kind of supplies over here, little manipulatives that he enjoyed while we were using the Good and the Beautiful Level K primer. And so I've kind of just transitioned them over so we can use them, just for marking certain things or putting beans on words when we finish reading them. Or the erasers there. He likes googly eyes. They're in here too. I think something else is in here. Oh, pennies. Oh, this is the nickels and the dimes and everything for the Level K primer. And I'm not sure if they have that in the new Level K, but I decided to keep it in here just in case we needed any of that. This was for his handwriting, and I'll show you a little bit more of how we use that later. And then these are the beginner books from The Good and the Beautiful, set A, and then box set B that we have not gone through yet, but he's already started reading these, and he is so good at these. Let me just show you real quick how these work. So each of these has these little practice sheets. So these are sight words. For box A, these are the same sight words for all of the books. And he got these pretty quickly. So kids are great with sight words. So I love that. And then there's a vowel practice usually for every book. And then there's other practices, like this is for B is for bat. D is for dog, and he's supposed to be able to read those. And then other ones have been like, they show you the different font styles for letter A and letter G, which I thought very helpful because we did not do that with my first girl coming around. And when she saw that weird A and that weird G, she was very confused. So it's great that The Good and the Beautiful has started adding that into their curriculum. So I've got these books here. Some crayons. I always get them new crayons for the school year. His pencil and a dry erase marker. And I will put some other manipulatives in here for his math. We just haven't transitioned that over yet to his bin yet, so I will do that later. So then we open it up. Now these are for his handwriting, so for the chalkboard and then some stuff to create letters, and I'll show you that once we get into the handwriting curriculum. Okay, so this is the Good and the Beautiful Level K reader. This one, you can see it's kind of worn because it was my daughter's, and so it made it. There's been a lot of questions on Facebook on, do you laminate, do you not laminate? I love to laminate, but I have not had to laminate yet. And it's, I keep everything in this bin, and each of my children have one of these bins, so it's not a big deal. Even with the mini books, I haven't needed to laminate them yet, because we only really bring them out when we're doing school and they're just reading it to me. And the quality of it is pretty good, so it's not like, I don't know. I don't just let them go off and read this. If I did, then I might laminate it because my 1-year-old might get a hold of it, and you know what happens when 1-year-olds get a hold of pretty things. So, all right. So here, let me just go ahead and put this bin to the side, and I will pull stuff out. So this is part of the Transitional Kindergarten curriculum that I was talking about a little bit earlier in the video, because I felt like he needed some more time before he really, really officially got into kindergarten. So this was really good. We used this for my daughter before, and so I just went and I got it again because it's so great. I think you can get it on Amazon. I believe they've changed the cover since then, because I've tried looking for it again. So if you're looking for this specific cover, you're not going to find it. It is School Zone Preschool Practice, but it's scissor skills. So this is really neat because it's not just scissor skills. So all of this stuff is in the back, which we've already cut out. So they go and they cut out all of these things, and then they have to glue them onto in the right box. So here they had to put the hat on the right person. They have to match the car with the right occupation. Here's some shape ones, the colors. So it's just a really neat book. Let's see, they even go into money where there's cents. So it's showing them cents towards the end. Then environments towards the end. So this is a really neat book. I really enjoyed it a lot. And I'm kind of sad. He already finished it, and I'm kind of sad that he did, because it's just a fun book, and I can't wait to start this with my next little girl coming up. Okay, so the next thing we've got here is thinking skills, and I actually got this. I'm pretty sure you can get it on Amazon, but I actually got it at Joann's Fabric store. It's School Zone again, thinking skills. And there are no stickers in this one, but I went through this one with my oldest child, and it's just really good. It's kind of like a logic book, like this is circle the 2 pictures that are the same in each group. And that's kind of tricky because there's more than just 2 or 3. And so he had to draw the shapes, and so he had to match the color with the shape. So I guess it's kind of like graphing, is it? And then, there's some matching ones, and we haven't finished this. We're just right here. And so, yeah, so this one's a really neat book. It's just kind of a logic one, and my little girl loved this one, so I'm hoping that he will too. He has so far, so that's good. The next kind of transitional kindergarten one that I want to show you is this one. These are such good books. Again, I got these at Joann's School Zone, so I just love School Zone apparently. But these sticker books are so fun. So let me show you where we're at. So, okay, so at first you've got all the numbers. There you go, there's some tracing in there. And then they just put, they circle it, they do all of this. He was not into this. He's not a big colorer. Is that a word? He's not really big into coloring. So he wasn't so much into this. So what I did is I actually skipped these because he's learning how to write his numbers somewhere else. So I skipped these. I think they go all the way to 12. Yeah. And then it goes into something like this. So these are stickers, if you can tell. These are stickers, and he has to match the stickers with, how many there are. He has to create 2, so there's an extra sticker for that. And see, like, there's 2 stickers here, so he has to match that. So it's not, like, completely difficult, but it's really great. He goes through this pretty quickly. See, here's an example of his coloring. He's not there yet. He's just like, yeah, I'll color it. Okay, but I'm not too happy about it. So this is about where we're at. So see, all of the stickers, the way this is laid out is all the stickers are in the back. And it tells you what stickers to use by page. And so what I do is I just take a whole page out, and then I'll cut them as we're going along. And then that'll be my bookmark as we're going along too. So the color or the sticker for 35, I'll cut it out for him and give it to him, and he'll do the activity and then put the sticker on wherever he needs to put it on. Yeah, so here, like, he has to fill in the stickers. So I don't want to give him a full sheet because he will just kind of put all of the stickers onto the sheet, I think. So yeah, so this is his math, what we're doing for math kind of right now. When he finishes this, then we'll start on the next thing, which I will show you in just a bit. All right, so the next thing we have is kind of the same idea, but it's more general. It's not specific. So it's preschool stickers. And here's like patterning. See, these last ones are stickers. He had to figure out which one matched which pattern. And then some of them, he just has to circle which one is the biggest or which one is the smallest. His coloring, so he created his own pattern. See, these match the shoe to the person. So this is really great. I love this one too. Again, it's the same format where it has all the stickers in the back, and it tells you which page to use them for. These are pattern activities. And then he did really good in these. These are just tracing. So he traced it, and then he made it, and then he had to find the sticker of the object that matched or that started with that letter. So frog, fish for F. And this, I think this is about where we stopped. Yeah, so this is where we're at now. See, here's the stickers for the next one. And so then we will continue this. And he does these pretty quickly. I do these kind of on a loop schedule. So I do these 3 different transitional kindergarten type of books on a loop. So one day we'll do half an hour of this. It's stickers and coloring, and I'm very like interactive with him. And so he can sit for half an hour of this, no problem. All right, the next thing I want to show you guys. So what we've been doing also, the level K primer showed him how to read a little bit. And so what we've been doing is I use these. So we'll go and we'll read a book once a day. So after we've done kind of those other books for about half an hour, then we'll go and we'll sit down and we'll read one of these books. And whenever he's finished, he gets to get a sticker. And this reading log is from The Good and the Beautiful. I got it off their website. I believe it's under helps. I'll try to remember to leave a link below where you can get that from, but they have this one and they have a few other different styles. So I think one is like flowers for girls. And so this is really neat. He loves getting his little stickers, and these I think I just got at the Target dollar spot or something, but he loves getting his little stickers and being able to put one on every day. And it's just super cute because he loves to read these little books. They're really great. If you're interested in seeing a more specific video on these beginner books, then let me know. And I will try to remember to create a video specifically for those. All right. So the next thing we have is Handwriting Without Tears. I haven't tried the Good and the Beautiful Level K handwriting, but I had started this on him with the green book. So it's the book right before this one. And he really enjoyed it because he got to use these. If you know anything about Handwriting Without Tears, Let me see, I think it's in here. Yeah. So in Handwriting Without Tears, they trace the letter and then they use this chalkboard, which they sell these chalkboards, but I just got a little chalkboard, this is from the Dollar Tree, and this works just fine, and it's kind of the same rectangle shape, so it works. And then they have these wooden sticks. Gosh, I'm blanking on what they're called, but those are also a little bit pricey. So this was a little bit pricey, and I didn't know if we were really going to dive into this curriculum. So what I did is I created them myself out of foam. The way I did this is the confessionsofahomeschooler.com. She has kind of a template for this and then tells you to trace it onto foam and cut it out. So, and these have been perfect. We've been able to make all the different shapes, even the ones that the Handwriting Without Tears doesn't include, but he's been able to do all the letters with these. So I will try to leave the link below where I got the template for this in case it's something that you want to do. And this is just, normal sheets of foam that you can get at any craft store. And so, yeah, and it doesn't have to be red. You can pick whichever color you want. I thought red was pretty neutral since I was going to probably use it for more than one child. So we're using this book, Handwriting Without Tears, Kickstart Kindergarten, and it's been really good. He's been doing great with this book. I've been impressed. We started doing the coloring sheets. You can tell up here we weren't doing them. But then I decided to go ahead and get him started on coloring. Let him work on his practice and his patience with crayons. And then this one also goes into lowercase letters and then goes into word building. So I have him do that. And then if he can read it, I'll have him read it like cat or cow. We haven't quite learned that the C can also make an S sound. So I don't make him read those, obviously. I'll just tell him. So yeah, so we just do this one. So we've started this. And this is kind of where we're at. So this will continue to use this. I'm not sure if once he finishes this, if I will try to transition him over to the Good and the Beautiful Handwriting, or if we can continue with this curriculum. He seems to really enjoy this, so I just don't know. I'm not sure where we're going to go after that. So stay tuned for a video in the upcoming months to see what we're choosing for handwriting. All right, so let's see what else is in this bin. It's like a bottomless bin. So you've probably seen this before on my channel, but of course we're doing the level K. And I do have a video on my channel where we did this very first lesson. We have not done any more lessons since then because, and it's not because I don't think he can do it, because I do think he can do this, but I really just want to finish those other books. And he's having fun doing them, and I think we can finish those books in a few weeks, and so then we'll go ahead and start with this at that point. Like I said, he's a young kindergartner, so I don't want to, I don't know, I just don't want to push him too hard. So this is the new level K, and I have another video kind of comparing this edition to the second edition. This is the third edition. So I compared this with the second edition. So if you're interested in that, I'll try to leave it up here or something like that. What is it called? Eye in the Sky, the iCard, whatever, whatever it's called. So I'll try to link that too, so that way you can check out that video if you're interested too. All right. Now, this is what we're using for math. We have not started this. Like you saw before, I don't have the manipulatives in the bin quite yet. They are still in, let me show you. They are still in my in my first grader's bin because she has not finished it yet. We had kind of a rough year last year with math, not because she was having trouble with it, but just because my routine was not allowing for a lot of time with math. So, but she's doing super well and she absolutely loves it. And so we are almost done with the second book. So here are some of the manipulatives from it. This is from it. What else? Oh, I have the flashcards are in here. This I just got at the Dollar Tree. It's one of those card holders. Then I put the manipulatives or the tanagram cards or tanagram blocks shapes, tanagram shapes in there. Her pencil and her dry erase, because you definitely need a dry erase board with that curriculum. I I have a ruler in here, but that's not for that curriculum. And then we have a sharpener in here for her. And then here are all of the little other things. And then I have all of the other things like the 10 frames and the pattern blocks cards in a little envelope that I got at the Dollar Tree inside. And I can do a separate video. This video is going to be super long if I go through everything, but I can do a separate video. If you're interested, comment below. Let me know if you'd like me to do a video on how I store the different math manipulatives for level K of the Good and the Beautiful. And I will do that. So like I said, we haven't started this. Oh, well, let me show you. I actually did start this with him last year because I felt like he could do it. I started this last year, so see, here are some of the things. So here's what he did last year, and then I went through and I reprinted it because he's going to do these all over again. But I got it for him, and I was going to do this with my older girl. See, here's what he did last year. See, he could totally do it. He wasn't having trouble with the curriculum, but the reason I stopped this is, one, it was just taking a really long time to do it with both of them because they were both younger. Like, she was younger kindergarten, he was younger preschool, so they were both younger, so it was just taking a little bit longer to do it than I would like it to take. And also, I felt like his attention span just wasn't quite there yet. And so I stopped this with him, and I just concentrated on the pre-K with the Good and the Beautiful. See how I went through and I reprinted all of these, thank God for PDFs. And this was back when the PDF actually came. There was an option to purchase the PDF with the course book. I'm not really sure if they have that anymore. But I highly recommend it. I have printed out a few pages of these a few times because either my daughter colored it wrong or, you know, she just wanted to do it again. So I highly recommend, if you do get this curriculum, to get the PDF along with it. So yeah, this is really cute. I really like this one, and I can't wait to go through this with my boy. I think he's really going to enjoy this. All right. Oops, my flash just came on. I guess it got too dark in here. Well, all right. Let's see. So the last thing I want to show you guys is this. We are doing classical conversations this year with him. He already knows all of the memory work for cycle 1, which is what we did last year, because, you know, you just do it at home with your kids and they all learn. So not only does he know some of the memory work already, but so does my 1-year-old. And so this book, I don't have it in the bin because this is not something that we use on a daily basis. I just kind of need it for reference. I can use this one book for all of my kids that are in the foundations part of classical conversation. So that's wonderful. So it's just a one-time purchase, and then you can use this for everything. And it kind of goes by week here like this. So week 2 of cycle 1. And it's got all the cycles in here. So cycle 1, I don't know, cycle 2 and cycle 3. Here's cycle 2 up top there, and then cycle 3, and it's got maps in here for everything. It's a really, really great resource. It's not cheap, but I don't have to buy this again, which is wonderful, unless, you know, something happens to it. But it's so great that I don't have to get it again this year. So, and if you are interested in a little bit more about CC or classical conversations, again, just leave a comment below and I will be happy to make a video about that. Last year was our first year with just my oldest, and now we're going into our second year with both of my oldest and my second oldest. And so I'm super excited for him to be able to go into a class and learn with other kids and start doing his presentations and all of that. I'm super excited. I also have a tin whistle that I got for him to go along with this. So yeah. So that is our kindergarten curriculum. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. If you'd like to see more of these videos, when you subscribe, don't forget to click the bell icon so that way you can get notified whenever a new video pops up. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you're using for kindergarten. Let me know if you have 1 kindergartner, 2 kindergartners, what's going on, and if you used any transitional stuff. So from going from pre-K to kindergarten. So yeah, all right guys, see y'all later. Bye, thanks for watching.